Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and Friday has rolled around again like clockwork. And this Friday Funny is so bad the Joker is laughing at you. This is really kind of one of these like just big open mouth and eyes wide open. And this person truly just must live in a world of, as I call it, rainbows, unicorns, and lollipops. But who are we talking about? Oh, you know her. I know who she is. That's about all. I see some highlights about her. Joy Behar says that East Palestine residents got what they deserved because they voted for Trump. That's it's pretty sad that she can even get away with that without her workplace in this, you know, cancel culture demanding she get off air. But she's insulting actual Americans. Okay, so that's okay because we all know today the problem with America is those damn Americans by all of the illegals and invaders and yeah, she got headlines a ton places here. Um, they had it coming. What? Yeah, it's just that's who you voted for. What? And this article here says that the audience gasped when she said it. So let's listen to that.
It was time for him to be.
I don't know why they would ever vote for him, for somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did in those days.
So that was considered a gasp. I can't tell if it's a gasp or I'm not sure.
In charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety. He did in those days.
Okay, so yeah, the audience did something there, but that is what this pleasant woman is saying. It, he he put someone who doesn't care about safety and regulations into an office because he has deep ties to the chemical industry. And that, of course, is the first time that ever happened in the history of DC. Okay. That is what DC does. I'm sure you could point to a number of instances where every administration has appointed, placed people with deep ties in charge of something, the industry they've been a part of. Okay. And that is not exactly why this train wreck happened. Okay. This has nothing to do with the tracks that, um, right here says, were 254 degrees above normal. The train axle set off a heat detector at 250 degrees above normal. Okay, and well, the crew tried to prevent the accident, but 254 degrees above normal was the train axle, and that has absolutely nothing to do with the chemicals that were on that train. Okay, so Joy Bay here is just, from what I know of her, pretty much doing what she always does. It kind of, I mean, she's kind of like the Howard Stern of, morning women television, isn't she? She's just does like shock jock things. She just says ridiculous things, propaganda, and this is ridiculous. But they said that Trump won by 40 points in that district. And No one's talking about the fact that these chemicals are being used, and that's why they're not just on trains, but probably on a lot of other transportation across this country all the time too. That's no mention of that. And you know why that is? Well, let me see. Everyone that this woman would talk nice about, along with every environmental voice out there, including a lot. I'm sure she would say nice things about Gore, the Clintons, Barack, but this current administration, as I said, Barack. I mean, people on her side of the aisle in Congress. Bobby Kennedy. I mean, maybe she'd say nice things about Bobby Kennedy. I think if she didn't, her audience might turn on her. I don't know, but these chemicals were on this train because no one has stopped using them since November of 93, when they've been begged to lead the world out of using all of these toxics and chemicals by getting down to real solutions, which, even if global warming isn't real, okay, it would still inadvertently reduce greenhouse gas emissions as a byproduct of just getting us to actually live responsibly, which would end the plastics that they're making, okay, gazillions of them every day, and these chemicals are used to make plastics. But Joy is out here, I'm assuming because this man went to the town and people ate it up. Now, this man, okay, he's the one who legalized hemp, but I couldn't get his White House to get us off, living responsibly, leading the world, even, massively getting into action his legalization of hemp and leaving that as a legacy for him, because nobody in his administration can just even care about the environment. Global warming's fake, man. I mean, Trump says they're like, oh, that fake stuff that they talk about. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's a byproduct. But we could have got his leadership into action, and not that we would be off of all of these chemicals by now, but at least we'd be moving in the right direction. At least Trump would have been the first person who did it. Okay, everybody, is she blaming the people she worships for? No, she doesn't even know they're not environmental, because they care. They say they care. Is she talking about the safety of our transit systems, which just seem to, be taking a third world downturn every time you read headlines? But no, she's out here doing what she does, and I had a funny, Friday funny planned for this Friday. Maybe we'll use it next week. But this just took over headlines today for a Good Friday funny. It is just so absurd and ridiculous that even kids, even kids know to laugh. I mean, look at this nice little dolphin. They know to laugh. This is just absurd and ridiculous, and nobody deserves a catastrophic event happening in their backyard. And this just shows I mean, we already know the true character of this woman, but it really just drives the point home. So just one more chuckle, and stay tuned, people.